Hey guys, welcome. My name is Lauren and I am going to be sharing what I got my 3 children for Christmas this year. I have 3 girls ages 6, 9, and 10, and even though I only have girls, I don't have boys. I do have a few things that would be good for boys and girls. It's not just all girly girl type things. I say this every single year, but this year I was more determined than ever to be extremely intentional about what we got and limiting gifts and making sure we're really sticking A, to a budget, and B, to making sure that we're not just buying and buying for the sake of having Christmas presents, which I have been guilty of in the past. So I'm not trying to just fill the rooms with clutter just for the sake of it. It's funny because I said, girls, what if we kind of scaled back a little bit this year? And not that we ever go crazy. I just want to point that out there. It's nothing like thousands and thousands of dollars or anything. And Lexi was like, Mom, she comes up to me one day, Mom, if we have to cut back and not have that many presents, I'm okay with that. And I said, okay, with total, your grandparents and everybody included, maybe 8 to 10 presents each. Which in my mind, I'm like, that's pretty good still. She looks at me and she goes, what? Is this Little House on the Prairie days? And I had to remind her that Little House on the Prairie, they each got 1 present. And it was something that was made from their mom, like a rag doll that was made from the sticks of brooms. They weren't getting 8 or 9 presents. So no, we are not living it Little House on the Prairie style, but I try to, like I said, keep it intentional and going forward so that we're not just having so much stuff just for the sake of having stuff. Also, I do want to say that just going with that mindset of being very intentional, I've heard this before for years, and it's nothing new, but something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. We've all heard that a million times. So, but I never really stuck with it. And then I added something. I got this one from Ashley from Grace and Grit. I've seen her do this throughout the years. And again, I've never really stuck with it, but this year I feel like it would make things very just more simple and straightforward. And that was what I was going for. That was my goal. So she added something to make and something from Santa. And we always do one gift from Santa, not a whole bunch of things, but maybe 1 or 2 things. So that is kind of my thoughts and my mentality behind this. So let's get started right away. I'm going to start off with my 6-year-old. So this is something she wanted very much. She actually wanted, it is a Play-Doh ice cream truck, and it is a smaller version. This is what it looks like in the back. So it comes with Play-Doh, and it comes with all the little accessories to make an ice cream truck. I thought this was really cute. She wanted the big life-size version of it that was $200, and I said, we don't have room for that. Let's get something that we have room for that you'll actually play with. Because let's be honest, those things that are huge get played with 5 times, and then they just sit in a corner collecting dust. So for something she needs, the only thing she needed, my mom is actually getting for her. My mom was asking for ideas and I mentioned that. And so other than that, she doesn't really need anything, but she, a few years ago, got this Bluey doll house, and I found it in the giveaway pile a few months back. I said, why are you giving this away? You begged for it. And she was like, well, because I don't play with it anymore, something like that. Come to find out, she was just missing one of the characters, and she thought she had to give the whole thing away because she didn't have a character. So I was like, let's save the dollhouse and I'll just buy you more characters. So I got her these 4-pack of Bluey characters, and this will go really well with her Bluey dollhouse. She can play with it again and the family will be reunited. Okay, next, it's on the way. I have 2 or 3 things that are on the way, so forgive me that I don't have everything here, but I will post a picture here or here and you'll be able to see it. The next thing is something to wear. Again, she doesn't really need anything to wear, and she's actually really picky about clothes, but I got her something to wear as a blanket, not to wear as a blanket. She's going to be using it as a throw blanket, and it's this Galaxy Unicorn Space throw blanket. She saw it and was absolutely in love with it, so I have that for her. And then next, for something to read. Some of these categories I had to kind of tweak a little bit, and that's okay. Like, they're not obviously hard and fast rules, but for this something to read, we have it so many books, and I'm always getting books from the library. So instead of getting her just some random picture book that she doesn't really have any attachment to, like, oh, I like this picture book or this picture book. So I just kind of get them as is. So instead of getting her that, I got her, she loves games. And so I don't mind buying games, board games and things like that, because that is one thing they actually do play with. So I got her this crocodile dentist game. I think you pull the teeth out and whoever, oh yes. I actually remember this. I feel like this has been around for a while, because like this is bringing back memories. You push the teeth down, and then if the crocodile snaps and gets you, much better than like the pimple ones and the poop ones and the pie in the face. I feel like good old fashioned crocodile dentists. We're going safe here. So technically that is not something to read, but again, I kind of just explained my rationale behind that. And then something to make, she got a little Lego Friends set. This is just like an 84 piece. So I think that this will be perfect for her. This is the ice cream truck. And I think her and my husband will do this together, and she will have fun with it. She doesn't need, at this point, she doesn't need anything much more than that. And then lastly is from Santa. She is obsessed with Bluey, loves Bluey. So I got her this Bluey. It's like a stuffed animal, but it sings and dances, and it has like 50 sayings or something like that. And so it's a little bit interactive. So it kind of serves two purposes. It's a stuffed animal, but it's also fun in a game, and she can dance and things like that. So that is going to be Santa's present for her. Next up is Lexi. She is 9 years old. And so for her, something she wanted, so a few years ago we were at a garage sale, and she got a DS system, which is a Nintendo DS. They're very old and antiquated, and so she got it for free though. So every once in a while for like birthdays and holidays, we'll buy her a game, but they're getting harder and harder to track down. So we got her this Zelda game from Nintendo. It didn't even like come in a bag or anything, so I'm gonna have to be a little creative with how I wrap that one up. Something she needs, this one was really hard to think of, because this girl does not need anything. Like I said, it was really hard to think of things for what they needed. But she does on Fridays can sometimes wear denim to school, and so I've been having a hard time tracking down a denim skirt for her, and so I finally found one. So that is on the way. That is going to be something she needs. Not the most exciting things, but it's necessary. For something to wear, she asked for slippers, so I got her these slippers. They were from Target. I got them on sale. They're originally $15. I got them 50% off, so they were only $7.50. They're just the little moccasin type slippers. And then for something to read, she said she wanted mystery books this year. My older two really love reading. We're always at the library. They're always checking out chapter books. They're always reading. They always have several books going on at once. So I got her, I just picked these up from eBay. Let me pull the slips out. I got them used on eBay because I hate paying full price for books. I will if I have to, but generally I prefer to get them used. So we have the Mysterious Benedict Society. There's a series of them. So I feel like this is the first one. I don't know if you can even see that. There we go. There's the fear, and then I got book 2, which is The Perilous Journey, and then book 3, or whichever order they go in, I'm not sure, in The Prisoner's Dilemma. I think there's 4 books in this, and there's actually a series too, and she's seen the series, so that kind of worked out perfectly. That she likes the series, so I know that the books will be good fit for her too. And she's never really had books this big before. Again, she's only in 3rd grade, so I think she'll be fine reading it. I think she'll be okay, but we'll see. For her something to make, I kind of changed this category to make / play. Again, my girls are really big into board games. They play them all the time. She wasn't really into Legos, and she has like 1,000 beads. No. She has like 10,000 beads that she that are in her room that sometimes she makes necklaces and bracelets out of and sometimes doesn't. So I was like, I'm not getting you any more crafts or anything like that. No clay. We have so much of all of that stuff. So I got her something to play, and this is the game Codenames. This game is really, really fun. I don't know if you've never played it before. This is fun. You have to play it in teams and groups, and so the girls like that. My girls are finally at an age where they can play and handle like real board games. So it's really fun to do that. And then lastly from Santa, because these weren't very expensive at all, so it's going to be 2 presents. This is called Unicorn Dissection. It's basically Operation, but for unicorns. We had a SpongeBob operation and my girls loved it, but we're missing all the pieces. So I think they'll like this. This is a unicorn, basically, operation. And then light up tracing pad. This is what she really, 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 really wants. So I think she'll like that. Okay, and then lastly is Larissa. She is 10 years old. She is, I think, the easiest to shop for because she makes her list. It is all very practical, realistic things. Lola will circle literally 297 things on the Amazon catalog. Lexi will ask for the most random things that I know she'll never play with. Larissa is like, this is what I want. This is what and I know if she asks for it that she wants it. So she's very simple to shop for. So the first thing is, again, it's on its way. She wanted an elephant stuffed animal. She didn't care what it looked like. Those are her favorite animals. So I have one, it's on the way. This is what it looks like. It is coming. Like I said, I have a few more things on their way. I like this one because it kind of looked real and lifelike as much as a stuffed elephant can. A lot of the other ones looked like little babies, like baby stuffed animals. So I thought this one was a little bit more age appropriate for her. The next thing for something that she needed is going to be Pippa. Hey, Pippi. Pippalini. Pippa. Okay. You scared them. They're scared. Okay, next for what she needs is she has a Nintendo Switch, but she doesn't have a cover, like a travel case cover. So this has a cover and it has button protectors and game cartridge storage and control covers. So it came with everything. This is at like Marshall's or TJ Maxx, one of those, and I think it was only like $12.99 for all of this. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So that is something that she needed, something to wear. All her slippers are literally like having holes in them. So she was like, I need new slippers. So I got her slippers as well. These again were from Target. These were like a pretty kind of cream beige color. And again, I got these the same day. They were on sale for like $7.50. So we got her those. Something to read. This, I made a huge mistake. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that dramatic, but she loves mystery books as well, and like spy books and adventures and things like that. So she asked for Mrs. Smith's Spy School for Girls. I thought this was book 3 and she has the first 2. This is the second book. She already has this. It came in the mail and I was like, oh my gosh, she already has this. What was I thinking? So I had to reorder the other one. So it's coming too. It's not here yet, but book 3 of Mrs. Smith's Spy School for Girls. And then I also got her I Survived, an I Survived book. Those are like not adventures, but like real life stories of, like Pearl Harbor and all of these other incidents that happened in history. Something to make, she asked for a Lego Friends set. So I got her, this is a baking show set. I thought this was fun because it's like a baking competition. They love those stressful, obnoxious baking competition shows. You can tell how I feel about them, but they love them. And so I think this will be perfect because it's a good size for her. This one's like 360 pieces, so not too big, not too small, and then it's something that she enjoys. So that is her something to make. And then lastly from Santa, this is the Disney trivia game. She has been really wanting this and asking for this. Again, my girls they definitely will play this and will get plenty of use out of this. This looks really fun, and so I can't wait for all of us to play this together. She'll be really excited to get that one. And then lastly, we always do a group present. They always get something that they can share, because if I get it for one, like it just doesn't make sense to get it for one and not the other. So there's a group present from Santa and a group present from me and my husband. So from me and my husband, because they're gonna know it's from Dad. This is a, I think, what is this? Pokemon? Yes, it's a Pokemon. It's a 2-pack game for their Nintendo Switch. So they will all share this. That is a big present for all of them to share. And because there's only 2, of course, they have to share. And then from Santa, their present all together from Santa will be this really cute, it's a unicorn for glitter snow glider. So it holds 2 of them together, and it will go in the snow. I think it looks fun. It looks like they would have a fun time. We have a hill in our backyard, so they can go sledding down the hill. So that is what we got for this year for our kids. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to stick around, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.